I had the most wonderful time yesterday with Ulf, Hans, His Honor Yosevetri, and myself. And it was knock'em, sock'em, rock'em. The most heated part, of course, the most heated part, of course, was the Christmas tree. Who would have thunk? And Jesus, Jesus Christ. I sat and I listened, even though I was accused of not listening and interrupting. I didn't monopolize the conversation. Um, but we got to where Ulf was reading scripture, and it was talking about the dead rising. And that subject is a subject of ooh, incredible importance to me. Looking at the landscape of unity, well, the first thing is the fact that never in the history of this species, Jew, Gentile, Muslim alike, there has never been a internet that has the capacity, potential, capability to unify people. Up in the cloud, up in the cloud. And so there's that little situation up in the cloud. And then also up in the cloud, and Your Honor, I was thinking yesterday if the four of us, instead of on a Zoom call, I was being really critical about Second Life. And I didn't know you couldn't listen to females singing. Is that correct? Can you get back to me on that? But I was thinking, well, it was just the four of us, a Zoom call. Would a Zoom call be better than up there? Avatars talking? Yeah, because it's real time. Bam, 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 bam. And everybody needs to chat, and it would be slower. Oh, but they could type in German. Okay, there's one. They could type in German and have it translated to English. So there would be a better understanding between the two of us. So there's that. Communication is the key to success. There's that phenomenon. But let's say that it's not four. Let's say that it's 20 people. There's no, that's when a bully pulpit comes in, the SAM broadcasting airwaves, coming to learn about the Torah up in the cloud. So let me continue in this sci-fi world that I live in, and a couple others have too. I mentioned Jesus Christ, and as is my experience, I got flack about that lowly figure, and I mentioned that possibility that the corporate body of Israel can be, could be, might be the return to be the marriage maker using that matchmaker. What a brilliant term. I wish I had come up with it. As a matchmaker for Gentile and Jew. Now, when we get to this grave, and I suggested this to Queen Boaz before, this is taking real license, and it's a stretch. But I only broach it and convey to you these thoughts because of what's happened, again, up in the cloud. We'll stick with individuals that understand the way the mind works, as within, so without. You do what you think, you become what you think, you are what you think. And add a little dose of God, too. He's got a thought in this, right? If you're his vessel, yeah. How well we know that, don't we, boys and girls? So we talked about, 2.8 billion Christians are lost sinners, and that his honor has a kingdom prepared for him with what I will call perfect Christians, meaning they took and take that sacrifice seriously of that Jew when he said, "It is finished," or in Greek, "Teltelestai," you are redeemed. You are redeemed in Isaiah 118. So we got to talking about the body, and His Honor said the bottom of caskets are, so that means slowly that assimilates into the earth. And His Honor stated that he believes the whole body put together, okay? And I suggested, well, what if sinners are dead? Your what is it? Your body is the temple of the Lord. Your body is the temple of the Lord. And what if these bodies that are the temple of the Lord are defiled because they think they're sinners? And they're defiled solely because of what they think. If you think you're an idiot your whole life, well, you're an idiot. If you think you're stupid your whole life, well, then you're stupid. If you think, excuse me, if you think you're a sinner your whole life, by God, you're going to be one sinner. But if you look at the historical evidence laid out in front of you, a fulcrum for a belief, you are perfect. The trumpet shall sound and the dead shall rise. What is that? It's the sinners come to get perfect, come to get perfect under the Jewish tutelage. In the blink of an eye, they go from sinner to perfect. In my Father's house there are many mansions. If it were not so, I go to prepare a place for you. I know it's a stretch, right? But I just said it. What are you going to do? We've got a gold room with cherubim and seraphim, Ark of the Covenant. We got a golden orb that spins around. And we even got a 2 live representatives of the ornamental pillars, Boaz and Yekayim. And we've even got this document with 2 pillars on it. Of course, they're standing on Jesus. And there's these 2 verses between the 2 columns that talk about you ain't going to lie in your perfection once you accept your perfection, basically. So, stretch, I know. I like to speak my piece. Only 7, 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Let's 8 minutes. 8 minutes. I like 8 minutes. Live stream and stream now. Yes.